Hey guys, it is Scott Steamroller Steen with Steamroller Picks and Hit the Pick.com. It is Monday, the 7th of April. Who's ready for their one shining moment? Huh? Huh? You guys ready? We're going to talk about that game here in just a minute, but before we do that, we'll take a look at yesterday's action. On the video side, your boy took the day off, man. It's been a long tournament, and yeah, took Saturday night off as far as the free video goes. But everything like my premium plays, you didn't miss much because we had a horrific day. On the premium side, we started off with UCF plus 4.5. I think that game was tied at halftime, and then Nebraska came out and outscored them 14 to nothing in the first 7 minutes of the second half. And yeah, Bob's your uncle. That was pretty much the old ball game right there. We did also have the Houston Golden State over 225.5. Nope, did not get close. We had Milwaukee -9, and they played with their food against the Pelicans pretty much for that whole game. Ended up winning, but not covering. So yeah, one of the coldest days we've had in the last few weeks. So see if we can put that in the review mirror and talk a little bit about what we got going for tonight. Of course, we have the national championship game between the Florida Gators and the Houston Cougs. Florida is a 1.5 point favorite. You know, guys, I'm sure we had the best four teams in the country in the Final Four. I don't even think it was close. But you know what? I'm not positive we have the best two in the final. Florida in their game against Auburn, Tigers won the first half, Gators won the second. On a side note, that is probably some of the worst officiating I've ever seen in a game of this magnitude. Just absolutely horrific non-calls and brutal, just brutal. They really kind of let Auburn just mug the shit out of Florida coming down the home stretch. Gators still got the win. I'm not sure if Johanny Broom was sorry, buddy, completely healthy. Yeah, he pulled down just 7 rebounds, and just 3 of those were on the defensive side. That is not the formula for Auburn winning that game, and they didn't. And that was pretty much the ballgame because the Gators rebounded them by 9. The Tigers went cold from downtown, and boom, that was pretty much the game. But um, as far as this game goes, I've got a decent angle that I have confidence in on the total. I think the side is harder to call. I still think I had the Duke game capped right. I did take Duke to cover there. Blue Devils had a 13-point lead with 10 minutes left in the game, for 10 and a half minutes left in the game when Cooper Flag made a three-pointer. You know what? They were on track for about 77 points, but they decided to make just one field goal the rest of the way, and that was a three-pointer by Flag, and scored just 9 points in those last 10 minutes. Of course, that extrapolates out to 36 points per game, and that ain't going to win you many. And here's the deal: they still could have won that game, despite just going ice cold down there. But they got a ridiculous foul on Flag. Good grief! Speaking of bad officiating, and then he had a good look to take the lead, but it looked like a little case of the tired legs. Didn't get the elevation that I think he wanted. That shot went short, clanged off the front rim, and there you go. The point to all this is unexpected shit happens, and that stuff is impossible to predict. That's why I like playing totals a lot because it takes more of an overall effort as opposed to just one bad stretch or a couple bad calls, and then all of a sudden things are going against you. I'm going to lean on the Cougars defense in this one. They've been the best in the country all season, and they've been very good in the tournament so far. Cold streak or not, and Duke going cold from the field had not just a little bit to do with the Cougars defense. I'll be the first to admit that it wasn't just Duke shooting wide open jumpers in a bubble and missing. Cougars played really good defense in the second half of the second half, and they held them to 67 points. So the other thing I think about this Cougars team is when I watch them play, man, they look a little hungrier. I think Kelvin Sampson has really cultivated the whole us against the world thing, playing up the angle of being the road team and always playing in front of hostile crowds. They should have a pretty good crowd here tonight with the game being played in San Antonio, close to Houston than it is Gainesville. I'm going to take the points here, guys. I'm going to take the Houston Cougars plus the 1.5. I think that defense steps up one more time and does their job and take care of business. Give me National championship for the Natty, everybody. Give me the Houston Cougars plus 1.5. And at the end of that one, you can join me as we pick apart winning tickets and a head back to all right, guys. It's been a great college season. I actually think we got a couple more college games coming with some other weird ass tournament going on. Well, I know we got the finals of the CBC, and I thought there was something else. I'm a one day at a time guy, I can tell you. So, thanks for watching. Don't forget to drop your plays in the comment section. Let me know what you're on for today. Let me know what you're if you're riding with me tonight. If you're going to go Gator style. And funny story, I actually had the Gators win in the family bracket. It's coming down to me and my wife. About 15 entries of kids and significant others and grandchildren. My wife has Houston. I've got Florida. So there we go. But I think this is a good Houston team, and I think they take care of business. Would I take them to win it straight up? I'd be tempted. I'd be tempted, probably catching plus 100 or so. I think it's gonna matter, and I'll take 1.5. All right. So if you like and subscribe, guys. Appreciate it as always. And yeah, if you want to get my plays for the upcoming games, make sure you check out the description in today's video. All right, guys, have a great day. Thanks for watching. Win, lose, or draw with the national championship game tonight. I'll be back tomorrow. Talk all. Take care.